Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news is coming from the city of Inkster tonight. That is where 2 police officers and a civilian driver have been injured in a crash.
Yeah, this is happening at the intersection of Beach Daly and Norfolk. That's not far from 8 Mile and Grand River. We want to get right out to Jacqueline Francis. She's at the scene in Inkster for us tonight.
Jacqueline, what can you tell us about the circumstances here?
Karen and Damon, you can tell that there was some force involved in the crash by checking out the front ends of both the vehicles. Let's start with the police car right there. You can see the airbags deployed. Now, we're told that all 3 people, that's the 2 officers inside the police car and the driver of the other vehicle, are at a local hospital in stable condition. Michigan State Police has taken over this investigation. They're on scene here. What we do know from police is that 2 officers in an Inkster police car were heading southbound on Beach Daly when a civilian driver made a left turn right into the oncoming police car. We don't know much else about the circumstances of the crash. We are told that it was not involved with a chase. Again, all 3 men, 2 officers, and the driver of the other vehicle were taken to the hospital and they're in stable condition. Michigan State Police has their crash reconstruction team on the scene right now, working out to find all the details of what exactly caused this to happen. Reporting live in Inkster, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Jacqueline. Now, our other top story tonight, the weather and more rain pushing through right now on Exact Track 4D radar.
Now, let's take a live look outside from our Windsor Sky Cam. Oh, we haven't seen a peak of sun all week long. It has been gray and more gray. From the looks of it, the weather could make a bit of a turnaround for tomorrow, at least I am hoping.
Yeah, let's hope so. We haven't seen the sun in days. So let's get over to Ron Hilliard in our first look at the forewarned forecast. Hi, Ron.
Damon and Karen, we are looking at some really nice weather ahead of us. Now, the thing is that we are going to be seeing some of those rain showers coming to an end, a break in the precipitation into our weekend. So a lot of people are thinking about their plans. Here's a look at it already. We're going to be seeing a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. Temperatures around 40 degrees. For Sunday, we do have some rain showers in our area and some snow showers. And then as we get into our Monday, temperatures around 37 degrees and mostly cloudy. So right now we do have the rain showers out there, and we also have some fog and drizzle. We will see that lasting into the overnight hours, and with temperatures dropping down to near freezing, it's possible that a couple of areas could have some slick roadways late at night. The latest coming up on what to plan for the rest of the night and the weekend coming up.
All right, Ron. Well, the weather may be rainy and cloudy, but luckily that's not holding things up at Metro Airport right now.
I want you to take a live look right now. This is the scene from our Sky Cam over in Romulus. DTW has some of the fewest delays in the country right now on one of really the busier travel days of the year. Let's get out to Sean Lay. He is live at the airport for the very latest. Sean, that includes some Michigan fans headed to the Rose Bowl.
All right, guys, welcome to Metro Airport here in Detroit. Major airport. Days before New Year's here, guys. We're talking about a holiday weekend. And last year at this time, follow me this way, December 29th, TSA said it was the busiest travel day of the year. Today, at least here in Detroit, take a look. Look how smooth this is sailing here. Few passengers, you got such wide area to walk in. There's been so many times, a lot of us have been here where you can't even move. It's so busy. But we've got really smooth sailing here, very few delays, if any. Weather, what Ron said, is basically cooperating as far as air travel. But here's what we got. We got people who are taking off for a nice trip. You've got people who are coming in from a long holiday weekend visiting family. Then you've got people heading down to Dallas for the Lions game. Plenty of Lions fans, of course, heading down to Dallas for the big game. But then people are heading out to Pasadena for the Rose Bowl, and Michigan, including this couple who said they absolutely would not miss it. Take a look.
I've been to Michigan Stadium 70 years, 52 years season ticket holder. We went with our 2 kids in 1998, and when you walk into that stadium, it is the most breathtaking experience that you'll ever see in college football. And at 76, I'm doing this probably for the last time, because you don't know if you're going to get to go anymore.
It is go time for Robert and Jill Lindman, jetting out to Pasadena. New official Rose Bowl hoodies are on and ready. You heard Robert right. He's been a part of Michigan football for 70+ years. A Rose Bowl trip so special, with so much riding on it, the couple did not hesitate to jump in on holiday travel and to pony up $8,000 for the flight, hotel, and tickets to see Michigan take on Alabama.
I've gone to games there for 70 years. My father ushered 70 years.
70 years.
My father ushered there. I ushered there as a Boy Scout. So my dad's dad, me, my son now, and I got a 5-year-old grandson that will soon be going with us next year.
Very cool.
5 generations. The worst part about it is if they win the Rose Bowl, I've already got hotel reservations in Houston, plane tickets have been bought, and tickets will be bought, and as soon as we know we won this game, we're going.
All right, back here live at Detroit Metro Airport on a holiday weekend, 5 o'clock on a Friday. As you can see, smooth sailing here. A good time, actually, to fly. Passengers we spoke with, we got here around noon, 1 o'clock today. From noon to 1 o'clock all the way on, they said things are running very, very well. Very short lines. Things are smooth. That's the good news here. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock. So we caught up with that couple there heading out to Pasadena, the ultimate, really, Michigan fans there. What a cute couple. Also, a couple of Lions fans are heading down to Dallas. They would not miss that. And we speak to them coming up at 6. But you can see, guys, not bad at all here a couple days before the New Year's. Back to you.
Great news to report. We appreciate it. Thank you, Sean. Our other top story tonight, a family left without answers, and they've been waiting for more than a decade.
Yeah, Karen Young and Randall Childs were last seen in June of 2011, and for their families, a nightmare has been unfolding ever since. Megan Woods is live on this story tonight, and Megan, they still believe the answers are out there somewhere.
Randall Childs lived here on the 6th floor, and he was walking Karen down to meet her ride safely on Tuesday, June 7th, 2011, and that was the last time anyone saw them.
Where did she go? Where did Randall go? After he followed behind to make sure she got downstairs, even if there was a ride. Who was the ride?
Leisha Young, Karen's daughter, isn't even sure her mother and Randall left the apartment. She says her mom called the night she went missing from the phone of an acquaintance who lived at the building.
She was supposed to come back that day, but she called that evening saying that she had business to take care of. She would see us the 9th instead.
But that never happened. That acquaintance is now in prison for murder in Dearborn. Leisha has reached out to them via email but is now blocked. So she's asking police to take another look. Karen's brother, Alden Ingram, says they need answers as family and friends still call thinking they may have saw Karen in a crowd.
We get those all the time, and sometimes we do it. We have to double take. It's like,
was that just her?
And then that's just keeping our hopes up, and then to be brought back down to, come to reality and say, oh, I don't think there's any way.
So they're pleading, if you saw or remember the tiniest of details, to speak up. You will remain anonymous.
They say time heals all wounds, but it's like a wound that'll never heal because we don't have closure.
Crime Stoppers is offering a $2,500 reward to tips leading to an arrest. And again, they were last seen at that apartment complex on Grand River near Rosa Parks Boulevard. So 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You will remain anonymous. Back to you, Damon, Karen.
Yeah, Megan, you hope they can get some answers. Now, Megan, does Karen's family believe that she's still alive?
That's the hard part. They're trying to manage their expectations because they really don't know. When we spoke to Leisha, she was saying, Karen's daughter, she was saying that whatever happened, everyone deserves a proper burial. So they're just waiting for those answers, waiting for people to speak up. This weekend, Karen would have celebrated 65 years, so her birthday. And so again, they want answers, they want to have peace, they want to know what happened.
All right, Megan. Thank you.
A third-party investigator has found nobody involved with the Michigan State University inappropriately shared information tied to the investigation into former football coach Mel Tucker. The Jones Day law firm released this 13-page report today after looking into a possible leak of Brenda Tracy's name earlier this year. The findings state that at least 44 people were aware of the investigation prior to a USA Today report naming Brenda Tracy as Tucker's accuser. She claims Tucker sexually harassed her during a 2022 phone call.
Well, Maine is the latest state to rule former President Trump is not eligible to be on its primary ballot because he allegedly incited rioters to storm the Capitol on January 6. Well, the Trump campaign has vowed to appeal. All this comes just weeks before the Iowa caucus, and as all candidates are making the final push before voters cast their ballot. Maine, the second state to bar former President Trump from a primary ballot. The reason? Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. Secretary of State Shenna Bellows delivered a 36-page decision which said in part, the weight of the evidence makes clear that Mr. Trump was aware of the tinder laid by his multi-month effort to delegitimize a Democratic election and then chose to light a match.
I was legally required to hold a hearing and required to issue a decision. I did not have a choice to decline to decide. Then it goes to the courts.
A spokesman for former President Trump saying, we are witnessing in real time the attempted theft of an election and the disenfranchisement of the American voter. The former president's GOP rivals weighed in.
People may think there's some justification for doing this. It's not good for our democracy. In the end, Donald Trump should be defeated by the voters at the polls.
Maine's decision, less than a month after Colorado's Supreme Court ruled the former president was ineligible. Similar challenges in other states have been rejected. The U.S. Supreme Court will likely have the final say. On the campaign trail, candidates are crisscrossing Iowa and New Hampshire fighting for support. Iowans caucus January 15th. The following week, voters cast ballots in New Hampshire. And just so you know, the presidential primary here in Michigan is set for February 27th. That's 60 days away.
So if you're feeling lucky, you still have time. The Powerball jackpot is on the rise just before the start of the new year. Tomorrow's jackpot is worth $760 million with a cash value sitting at $383 million. The last time someone won the Powerball jackpot was on October 11th when a ticket in California won the $1.76 billion grand prize.